Hello dudes and dudettes, it's your favorite retard gamer Mixer17 here, bringing you once again another Minecraft lesson. Now, today, it's gonna be a really short one. Yeah, don't mind me, I'm having some jams playing. Anywho, so this one's gonna be a really short one, like I just said, and basically, if anyone bothered even watching it or even remembering, based off of the food... Oh wait, no, not food. Breeding. There we go. The breeding episode, which featured all the animals in these torture chambers. Very lack of space. I ended up mentioning how maybe there's a chance I may show an episode on in my opinion, a proper way of having space for farm animals. So here we are. And I'm doing it. So let's get on to it. Now, these three cages have a bunch of selections, or very few selections, of animals for each one. Now, this is considered a minimum, in my opinion, for a group of animals. If you don't need too many and just need a few, like 3, then go for, depending on what size of the animal it is, this one or this one. Mostly it's going to be in this one, but sometimes it could be in this one. Now, the maximum could be anything. In fact, you don't even need a fenced off area to contain animals. You can just keep them wild, like those 4 horses, which are conveniently there. I'm not even kidding, I did not spawn those. Oh, for a minute I thought that thing stopped. And as you can see, there's the no blocks. Back to the discussion I had. This is a, what's this thing again? I believe it's a 7x7, right? Yes, a 7x7 block, I guess you can say, area. That this is a big enough area that will be able to contain cows. What the heck? Cows, mushrooms, donkeys, horses of all types. That also includes normal horses, zombie horses, skeleton horses, and I believe that's about it, as long as I can remember. Let me just double check. Zombie horse, skeleton horse, and then the horses way over here. Yep, that's about right. Mules, llamas, pandas, and polar bears. This is basically just a minimum area, depending on what animal, depends on how much you can fit in here. A group of them, for mostly cows and mushrooms, you can put in here, and if you need to kill them off, just, make sure you have enough to breed them, like the other episode I showed. And that's just really it. This is the minimum area that is, in my opinion, kind of the great area, decent at least, where it's not super uncomfortable just seeing them all piled up and bunching into the walls around here. And that's really just about it for this 7x7 area. Next up is this little smaller area. This is, I believe, a 6x6. And this is just for sheep and pigs. I'm not even kidding. Since they are at that area where it's just between big and really small, which we'll see in a minute, yeah, that's just really about it. Sheep and pigs, you can throw them in here, and if you need less than that, instead of 3, try to do your best to make this look a little more comfortable, and if it just seems a bit off, which I made a mistake for, stick with the 6x6. Now then, moving on, there is the smaller one, which this one is a 5x5. This one has dogs, cats, ocelots, parrots, rabbits, and chickens. Now, yes, chickens, they are a pest, but they can't get out. Dogs, cats, and ocelots, they can fit in there. Don't know why I would want them, especially in this area, especially since cats and dogs can be sat in a specific area, much like parrots as well, but to each their own, and doesn't really matter. Rabbits and chickens, well, rabbits do, like I showed over, I believe it's this one, or maybe that one, can't remember off the top of my head, and of course, the cooked rabbit. That's always good, including the, what's this thing called? Leg from my potions episode, which is way over there still. and the rabbit's hide, which 4 of them can create, you know, leather, which is always useful. And chickens, well, chicken has been always useful. I was going to do an automatic chicken farm, but I think I'll save that for another episode, maybe. Now, as you may notice, these are for land animals. I am not doing marine animals due to the fact that for marine animals, I would need to have a much larger area. And here's a bit of advice, just to make things a lot more simple and a little bit less complex. We'll just start off with a simple one thing, a bucket. Now, if you're ever going to have any type of marine life, or any type of aquarium even, you're going to have to need one very important thing, and that is either high walls and low water, or a ceiling. I'm not even kidding, that is the only thing. Due to the fact that now with the aquatic updates, fish are now capable of pushing each other off and basically getting themselves killed. And as in my survival world that I have experienced several times, it's not pretty whatsoever when it comes to the squids. They jump out of the water and kill themselves repeatedly over and over and over again, which is highly irritating in my opinion. Which is why I have basically not done any of the things for any of the marine life. So, word of advice, if you're going to have an aquarium, make sure there's a ceiling or high walls and low water. Make sure the thing is big enough depending on how much water and how much fish you're going to have. Since if they are not within an area that is sealed and contained within a, what's it called, a 2x2 I believe, then they are gonna push themselves off and basically get themselves killed. I believe it's 2x2, as I will show in just a second. Let's see. Yes, we'll do. But yeah, so that's basically my only word of advice that I can really give out at this moment, at least. I think it's this one. So yeah, if you're gonna have an aquarium, please, I beg of all of you to be smart about it. And if you're not going to be smart about it, then at least I wish you the best of luck, because there's no way your fish are going to survive for very long. And another thing is that when it comes to sea turtles, they are a tad bit of an issue due to the fact that they go from land to water and from water to land. Since not only do they breed on land, which by the way I did not feature them in the breeding episode due to the fact that they are a little bit more confusing to actually understand. At least in my opinion. Now I believe if I do this. Aha! Oh snap. Never mind. Bad idea. But yeah, never mind. I was going to show you something that I learned. Apparently, the glitch might have been patched up or something, or it doesn't exist in console. Anywho, that's basically about it. And like I said, take my word of advices of the marine life, and these are the, in my opinion, comfortable areas that look pleasant and presentable in a way for your land farmed animals. Now, that's really about it, and it's as simple as that. And basically, you could also customize your own like walls. I may or may not do that in a future episode, but if I don't do it, then go check out some other YouTubers. You know, some people who are better than me. Like for instance, Grian. Grian has done an episode dedicated to barn walls. That's more of an outdoor thing, kind of like this in a way. And he's got some pretty good ideas. So that'll be all. And for anyone unfortunate enough to watch this, I hope you at least learned something. If not, then oh well. Check out the other episodes such as my farming and that and that other thing and a bunch of nonsense. Oh, by the way, this song is the only song that I actually like from the thing, other than that the creepy freaky combination, which is basically C418's Blocks music disc. Okay, thank you very much. I might play that a little more often. I hope you all enjoyed. Goodbye.